Resumed.
Resumed.
Resumed. Banned. Withdrew. Quota.
Quota.
Quota. Snapped up. Engaged.
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 Mm-hmm.
Engaged. Yeah. Perceive.
Preserve.
Preserve. Preserve.
Mm-hmm.
Promoted. Outcry. Outcry.
Outcry.
Outcry. Era.
Perfect. Now let's try and match these up with A through J. Resumed.
Resumed. Just a minute. Just wait. Resumed. I think it's Mama. Okay, no. I don't know what's mean.
Okay, let's go to number 2. Banned.
Okay, banned. Not limited. No. Prohibit. Protest. I know it's a banned. It's not allowed. But here.
Okay, let's go to number 3.
I can find it.
Let's go to number 3.
Okay. Withdrew, filled out of. Is that correct?
What letter is that?
Oh.
What letter?
Withdrew.
B?
Pulled out of.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Quota. I don't know what's the meaning of quota.
Okay.
Snapped up. I don't know actually, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine.
Engaged. Engaged. It's like work or start, but here participate. No.
Okay, number 7.
Okay. Preserve. Preserve. Yeah. Preserve. Preserve. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Promote.
Okay.
And number 8.
Promoted. I think recommends. Yeah. Okay. I think that. I don't know.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Okay. Outcry. I don't know what's mean. Era. I don't know also what mean.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's just perhaps think that this is probably what these mean, and we're going to get into it. Resumed means perhaps to advocate. No, participated.
Advocate.
Well, it probably isn't that either. Resumed means to begin again, to start. It's going to be recommenced. Resumed.
Resumed. It's similar of engaged.
Yes.
Resumed.
Mm-hmm. And banned is to not advocate, pull out, participate, age, prohibit. Banned is prohibited, to be without. Quota is Quota is going to be your limit, the amount.
Quota.
Snapped up means to purchase, to buy. Engaged is to participate. Preserve is to save or conserve.
Actually,
Outcry.
I confused.
Outcry is when people protest things. An era represents the age. And we had advocated that we needed to find the advocate, which is to be in agreement with.
Okay.
So where is it? To advocate is going to be perhaps, we had to resume, promoted. I'm going to go here with promoted, to advocate. And some of these could have to, promoted could, I could see recommends, but resume is a better answer. Okay. All right, we'll come back and review those again because you will be able to use them. I will show you how to use them a little bit later. All right.
Okay.
So now let's go.
Okay. Japan has resumed commercial whaling after a hiatus
Hiatus.
of
Hiatus.
over hiatus of over 3 decades.
3 decades. 3 decades.
Decades. Yeah, 3 decades. Okay. One, commercial whaling was banned in 1986 by an international whaling commission, IWC moratorium. However, Japan withdrew from the IWC in December. Japan's government has promised all whalers will stay within 320 kilometers from its coast.
Okay. The next paragraph.
The Japanese Fisheries Agency set a quota for killing 227 whales every 6 months. In the first days of resumed whaling, whalers caught 2 mink whales, which were taken to the northern part of Koshiro. The whale meat was auctioned in Tokyo and sold for record prices. Eager restaurant owners snapped up the meat at prices of up to $140 per kilo. Japan has engaged in the practice of whaling for centuries. Whale restaurant chef Mitsu Tani summed up why he thought the return of commercial whaling was important. He said, a country that does not preserve its food culture has no future.
Okay. Now, okay, go ahead. Continue.
He also promoted the health benefits of whale meat. He said it is 5 times lower in calories than beef, 10 times lower in cholesterol, 2 times less fat than chicken, and it's packed with iron. But abroad, people do not know this. However, Japan's return to whaling has brought international outcry. The Human Society accused Japan of starting a new and shocking era to parade whaling. It added, "This is sad day for whale protection globally."
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So now that we've read the article, we've looked at the vocabulary. Do you see the conversational dialogue?
Dialogue, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read as A. You're going to read as B. This
Okay.
is going to help get the rhythm for speaking about this article when I ask you to tell me what the article is about. I'll read as A. Did you read the article about commercial whaling?
I did. I think it was an article about Japan's resuming commercial whaling rights. Right?
Yeah, it's more like a question. I did. I think it was an article about Japan resuming commercial whaling, right? Okay, try again. Line 2.
I did. I think it was an article about Japan resuming commercial whaling, right?
Yep, that's right. Whaling in Japan was banned in 1986 by the...
It was banned by the International Whaling Commission.
In December, Japan's government withdrew from the IWC. Now, Japan's government has promised all whalers will stay within 320 kilometers from its coast.
I think the Japanese Fisheries Agency has set a quota for killing of whales.
Let's see how that goes. The quota is set at 227 whales every 6 months.
That's less than one whale a day.
Whale.
That's less than one whale a day.
During the first day of whaling, the whalers caught 2 mink whales.
There goes the less than one whale a day limit.
So where does this whale meat go initially?
Some will go to the northern part of Koshiro, where the meat will be auctioned in Tokyo.
I bet the meat will go for record prices.
During that first auction, restaurant owners snapped up the meat at a price reaching $140 per kilo.
What is a kilo in pounds?
I believe 1 kilo is approximately 2 pounds.
Wow, whale meat is expensive. I shudder to think what a restaurant meal will cost.
Did you know that Japan has engaged in the practice of whaling for centuries?
Yes, I did. In fact, there is one whale restaurant chef that promoted the health benefits of whale meat.
Do you remember any of those benefits?
His name is Mitsu Tani. He said that whale meat is 5 times lower in calories than beef, 10 times lower in cholesterol, and 2 times less fat than chicken, and it's packed with iron.
Interesting. I wonder what impact with whale. Interesting. I wonder that impact this.
I wonder what
impact this will have on global distribution of wheels.
Say, it was great talking with you today. I have to run now.
Me too. Take care, and we'll chat up again some other time.
We'll catch up.
We'll catch up again some other time.
Okay. Let's switch roles. I'll read as B if you'll read as A.
Okay. Did you read the article about commercial whaling?
Whaling.
Whaling?
And it's more like I want to hear it as a question. Did you read the article about commercial whaling?
Did you read the article about commercial whaling?
I did. I think it was an article about Japan resuming commercial whaling, right?
Yeah, that's right. Whaling in Japan was banned in 1986 by the.
It was banned by the International Whaling Commission.
In December, Japan's government withdrew from the IWC. Now, Japan's government has promised all whalers will stay with 320 kilometers from its coast.
I think the Japanese Fisheries Agency has set a quota for killing of whales.
Let's see how that goes. The quota is set at 227 whales every 6 months. Whales every 6 months.
That's less than one whale a day.
During the first day of whaling, the whalers caught 2 minke whales.
There goes the less than one whale a day limit.
So where does this whale meat go
initially? That's whale meat go initially.
So where does this whale meat go initially?
Some will go to the northern port of Kushiro, where the meat will be auctioned in Tokyo.
I bet the meat will go for a record price.
I bet the meat will go for record prices.
I bet the meat will go for record prices.
During that first auction, restaurant owners snapped up the meat at prices reaching $140 per kilo.
What is kilo in pounds?
I believe 1 kilo is approximately 2 pounds.
Wow, whale meat is expensive. I shudder to think what a restaurant meat will cost.
Did you know that Japan has engaged in the practice of whaling for centuries?
Yes, I did. In fact, there is one whale restaurant chef. Yeah, there's one whale restaurant chef that promoted the health benefits of whale meat.
Do you remember any of those benefits?
His name is Mitsu Tani. He said that whale meat is 5 times lower in calories than beef, 10 times lower in cholesterol, and 2 times less fat than chicken, and it's packed with iron.
Interesting. I wonder what impact this will have on global distribution of whales.
It was great talking with you today. I have to run now.
Me too. Take care, and we'll catch up again some other time. All right.
Okay.
Now, with this role play, did it help you to understand the article better?
I think that, yeah, a little bit, actually, to be honest.
So you'll see now you've got the 10 words that we talked about. I want you to summarize the article, either the conversation or the article you read, and try to use as many of these words as you can. The 10 words are resumed, banned, withdrew, quota, snapped up, engaged, preserved, promoted, outcry, and error. And it will sound something like this, okay? The article talked about whaling being banned in Japan. Now, the government has withdrew the ban, but the people who are whalers have a quota that they can make. I can't remember if it's 200 and some whales every 6 months. Now that they are getting the whales, restaurants are snapping them up while the whalers are engaged in going out and getting the whales. One restaurant person promoted the idea of whales, and it talked about the nutritional value. There are quite a few people they had an outcry about the killing of the whales, but the killing of the whales will resume, and I didn't use the word era. Okay, so try to use at least 4 of the words, and then we'll continue.
Okay. Japan resumed, before 19.
And you don't have to tell it in order. You don't have to tell it in order, and tell it from your head. Just look at the vocabulary words, not the article itself.
Okay. The global cost is banned Whaling Commission, but recently Japan resumed to cut the whale, yeah, and Japan's withdrew from this commission and engaged and start to fish with fisher or weller, but they stay within 320 kilometers from its coast. They said it's important to their cultural food and to preserve their cultural food, and also to promote it, its benefit for their health.
Okay.
Said,
so let's stop there. So you used at least 6 of the words, which is good. You only needed to try for 4. Okay, so let's talk about today's lesson, and we will review this lesson again in the next class so that you will be able to retell with fluency what you've read, and I will correct your speaking or your sentence structure. So what did you think of today's lesson?
It's a little bit harder, but I think it's important to put myself in this kind of situation, actually.
Right.
To improve, actually,
right. Yeah. So we don't want the lessons to be too easy. We want you to feel challenged, and when you're challenged, you'll force yourself to retain a little bit longer what you've went over. So we'll go over this lesson again in our next session, and you'll see that you're getting better. But look over it again. If you have questions, you can ask those questions, and I will answer those questions as well.
Because I translate some of them, and because I know hunt, we have to use the word hunt, but I didn't find any words here. When I translate, I find similar of hunt. What's the similar here of hunt? I understand this article, and I understand it's about hunt of whale.
Whale.
Yeah, whale.
Well, we would just say hunting is we're out searching for, looking for, just going through the motions of looking for something. Hunting is to seek out, to find, to look for. And then we have the word snapped up, which is a phrasal verb. Snapped up means to capture. Hunting, to capture, to own, okay, to look for. All right.
Okay.